Have you ever felt like you lose control too quickly and wished you could last longer naturally? You're not alone. Every man has faced that silent frustration at some point, and today we'll uncover what your body is really trying to tell you and how to fix it without pills or chemicals. Hi everyone, I am Nora. Welcome to Heal Naturally, the channel where men learn to take back control of their health, with science, wisdom, and nature on their side. Today, we're diving deep into a topic most men hesitate to talk about: premature ejaculation, and the proven natural ways to finally overcome it for good. If you care about your energy, confidence, and performance, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we bring you real, practical advice for lasting strength and vitality, understanding the root cause, why it happens in the first place. When it comes to ending premature ejaculation, most men jump straight into techniques or medications. But here's the truth: you can't fix what you don't understand. Premature ejaculation isn't a disease, it's a signal. It's your body's way of saying that something is slightly out of balance, and that imbalance can come from three main areas: the mind, the nervous system, and hormone control. Let's start with the first one, the mind. 1. The mental trigger. Many men think it's purely physical, but stress and anxiety play a massive role. When your mind is anxious or performance-focused, your body's fight or flight system activates. And that means your nervous system is already on edge. So instead of relaxing into pleasure, your body stays in alert mode, and that quick release becomes almost automatic. Think about it this way: when you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow, your muscles tighten, and your focus narrows. The same thing happens during intimacy. The body confuses excitement with tension, and the result is early ejaculation. That's why calming the mind isn't just emotional work, it's physical training. Techniques like deep breathing, mindful focus, or even short meditation sessions before intimacy can rewire that response over time. One simple technique you can try today. Before you begin, take 3 slow breaths. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 2, exhale for 6. This slows down your heart rate and activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the relax and enjoy mode that helps you stay in control. 2. The nervous system connection. Your brain and body communicate through the spinal cord and nerves, and premature ejaculation often starts with oversensitivity. This doesn't mean you're too sensitive as a person. It means your neural pathways are firing too fast. That's why even minimal stimulation can feel overwhelming. Over time, overstimulation, especially from frequent pornography use or high-intensity arousal patterns, can train your brain to release quickly. It becomes a learned reflex. But the good news is, you can retrain it. Think of your body as a muscle. With the right exercises, it adapts. This is where edge training comes in. Edge training means intentionally bringing yourself close to climax and then stopping before release. You hold the sensation, breathe, and wait until the urge fades slightly, then repeat. This process increases your control threshold, trains your nervous system to tolerate higher arousal levels, and rewires your response to stimulation. Even doing this practice 2 or 3 times a week can show noticeable improvement in just a few weeks. 3. Hormonal balance. Finally, let's talk about hormones, especially testosterone and serotonin. Testosterone fuels libido and confidence, while serotonin helps regulate pleasure and timing. Low testosterone or low serotonin can make you more reactive and less in control. Natural ways to support these hormones include eating foods rich in zinc and magnesium, like oysters, pumpkin seeds, and spinach. Getting enough sleep, because most testosterone is produced during deep sleep, and reducing alcohol, which disrupts hormone signaling and nerve sensitivity. When your hormones, mind, and nervous system are balanced, control becomes natural, not forced. You stop fighting your body and start working with it. That's the foundation: understanding why premature ejaculation happens and how your body and mind are connected. When you understand the root cause, the techniques we'll discuss next will actually work, because you'll be applying them from a place of awareness, not desperation. 5. Proven techniques to control and delay. ejaculation naturally. Now that you understand the root causes, let's move to the real tools, the techniques that actually train your body to last longer. These aren't gimmicks or tricks. They're backed by real-world clinical experience and supported by urologists who focus on men's natural recovery. We'll go through 5 techniques, each one simple, practical, and powerful when practiced consistently. Technique number 1, the start-stop method. This is one of the most well-known and effective methods, but the key is in how you do it. Here's how it works. When you feel you're close to climax, stop all stimulation and take a few deep breaths. Let the urge fade, usually within 20 to 30 seconds. Then resume. The start-stop method teaches your nervous system to recognize the build-up phase instead of rushing straight to the finish. You're essentially retraining your body to understand that pleasure doesn't have to end immediately. It's a skill, not a trick. The first few times it might feel frustrating, but after a week or two, you'll notice your body beginning to respond differently. You'll feel calmer, more in control, and more aware of the sensations instead of being ruled by them. Try practicing this method even during solo sessions. That's where real mastery begins. Technique number 2, the squeeze method. The squeeze method is another classic approach that helps you gain control through physical feedback. Here's the idea. When you're very close to climax, apply gentle pressure, not pain, to the base of the head of the penis for a few seconds. This slight squeeze interrupts the climax reflex and helps delay ejaculation. The science behind it is simple. That gentle pressure momentarily restricts blood flow and relaxes the muscles involved in ejaculation. Combine this with slow breathing, and it becomes a conditioning tool, teaching your body to pause instead of release. Over time, your control improves not just during the squeeze, but naturally, because your body learns that it's safe to slow down. Technique number 3, pelvic floor training, Kegel exercises. Most men think Kegels are just for women, but in reality, they are one of the most powerful tools for men's sexual health. Your pelvic floor muscles, specifically the pubococcygeus and bulbocavernosus muscles, are what help you control urination and ejaculation. When these muscles are weak, you lose control faster. When they're strong, you gain endurance. Here's how to train them. Next time you urinate, try stopping the flow midstream. Those are the muscles you need to strengthen. Then, outside of urination, do 3 sets of 10 squeezes daily. Tighten the pelvic floor muscles for 3 seconds, then relax for 3. As you get stronger, hold for 5 seconds or more. Within a few weeks, you'll feel stronger, and during intimacy, you'll notice you can hold back with confidence because those same muscles now obey your control. Technique number 4, the power of breath and focus. This one might sound too simple, but it's the missing piece for most men. When you breathe rapidly or hold your breath, you tense your body, and tension accelerates release. Controlled breathing, on the other hand, sends a signal of safety to the brain. Try this rhythm. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Do this continuously during intimacy. It naturally lowers heart rate and steadies your focus. Another powerful addition is sensory awareness, staying mentally present instead of getting lost in anxious thoughts. Focus on your partner's breathing, touch, or rhythm instead of mentally checking how long you've lasted. That shift alone can extend control dramatically. Technique number 5, strengthening overall body awareness. Premature ejaculation isn't just about one body part, it's about the whole system. When you exercise regularly, eat clean, and sleep well, your body gains stability, hormonally, mentally, and neurologically. Men who strength train or practice yoga often notice better control because these activities improve blood flow, muscle coordination, and stress tolerance. Your body learns to handle higher tension levels without overreacting. Try incorporating simple habits, 20 minutes of daily movement, even walking counts. Foods that balance hormones, like avocados, eggs, nuts, and leafy greens. Avoiding stimulants like caffeine right before intimacy, as they can spike anxiety and sensitivity. When you treat your body as one complete system, not just a problem area, performance naturally improves. Each of these 5 techniques works on a different layer of your control: the physical, the mental, and the hormonal. But together, they help you build mastery from the inside out, without needing medication or external aids. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you practice with awareness, your control improves, your confidence rises, and anxiety fades away. Rebuilding confidence and intimacy after gaining control. You've learned the techniques and you've understood the science behind them. Now comes the part that many men overlook: rebuilding confidence and reconnecting with intimacy once control starts returning. Because here's the truth: even when physical control improves, the mind often needs time to catch up. Many men still carry old memories of embarrassment or failure. That lingering anxiety can silently sabotage progress unless you consciously rebuild a new mindset. 1. Reset your inner dialogue. Most men struggling with premature ejaculation have one thing in common: harsh self-talk. Thoughts like, "I always finish too fast," or "I'll never be good enough," become internal programming. But every time you repeat those thoughts, your brain wires them deeper, and your body follows that pattern. So it's time to flip the script. Try this. After every training session, tell yourself, "I'm learning control, and my body is responding." It might sound small, but it's powerful. You're telling your nervous system to expect improvement. Confidence isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing growth, no matter how small. When your inner voice becomes your ally, performance anxiety starts to dissolve naturally. 2. Communicate with your partner. Many men suffer in silence. They hide the issue or avoid intimacy altogether. But real healing happens when you bring your partner into the process, not shut them out. You don't have to give a long explanation, just honesty and presence. Something as simple as, "I'm working on lasting longer and becoming more relaxed. It's getting better every week." That honesty builds emotional safety, and emotional safety builds better physical chemistry. When a partner understands you're improving, not avoiding, the connection deepens. And the irony is, the less pressure you feel to perform perfectly, the easier it becomes to stay in control. Intimacy isn't about lasting forever. It's about presence, rhythm, and mutual connection. 3. Reconnect pleasure with relaxation. Premature ejaculation often trains your body to associate pleasure with tension. Every time excitement builds, your body automatically tenses up. A conditioned reaction. Now you have to rewire that link. The goal is to connect pleasure with relaxation, not anxiety. That's where slow touch, sensual breathing, and mindful connection come in. Slow everything down. Focus on sensation, not performance. If you notice yourself tensing, pause, breathe, and return to softness. This practice rewires the nervous system, teaching it that pleasure is safe and can be enjoyed, not rushed. Over time, this shift turns intimacy into a calm, confident experience, one where control feels effortless. 4. Celebrate small wins and track progress. Every step forward matters. If you can last just a little longer than before, that's progress. If you feel calmer, more in tune with your body, that's victory. Keep a simple mental or written note. What worked, what didn't, how you felt. Tracking small changes reinforces motivation and makes progress measurable. This isn't about counting minutes. It's about feeling more balanced, connected, and capable each week. When you acknowledge that, you anchor confidence, not as a moment, but as a lifestyle. 5. Maintain the natural healing mindset. The most important part of lasting change is understanding that your body is designed to heal. You're not broken. You're simply retraining a natural system that had been pushed out of balance. Your nervous system, hormones, and emotional patterns are all adaptive. They respond beautifully to consistency, calmness, and care. So, keep nurturing yourself. Sleep deeply, eat for strength, move daily, and most importantly, breathe through every challenge with patience. Control isn't built in a day, it's built through small acts of awareness, repeated consistently. That's how you transform not just your performance, but your entire sense of manhood. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most men, because you're taking responsibility for your health naturally. Premature ejaculation isn't something to hide from, it's something to understand, heal, and master, one step at a time. If today's video helped you see your body in a new light, give it a like and share it with someone who might need it too. And if you want more natural methods for improving energy, focus, and performance, subscribe to Heal Naturally and turn on notifications, because every week we explore how men can reclaim balance, strength, and control the natural way. Stay patient, stay consistent, and remember, healing isn't a miracle. It's a process your body already knows how to do. You just have to trust it.